Welcome back to the channel, you guys. British Gaming back here, and today we're going to be doing a AMD build. And we're going to be using the Ryzen CPU. And I do want to say, you guys, that sorry for not posting Monday because I was waiting for Tuesday for the RX 500 series to come out, and then I ended up falling asleep basically the whole entire day for Tuesday, and now today's Wednesday. And I didn't really like how I did the video yesterday, so I'm just gonna redo it because also I was saying, oh, it's Tuesday, blah blah blah, but it's not Tuesday no more, it's Wednesday. But yeah, so we're gonna do the build right now. I don't want to make this super long. I think I made the other one pretty long, so I'm gonna try to make this kind of short, like a 7-minute video. So let's get straight into it. We're gonna be hopping in with the CPU, which you guys guessed it is gonna be AMD Ryzen 5 1500X CPU. I really love AMD CPUs just because it has 8 threads, 4 cores. You can do multiple applications such as streaming and gaming, rendering your video in the background, doing all that stuff. It has no problem as you game. It gives you good FPS, and yeah, so I just really like this one. It's also unclocked, so you can overclock it. And yeah, so that's the CPU. I really like it. I'm kind of an AMD fanboy. Next up is gonna, oh yeah, and also this is the bundle that comes with the Wraith Spire cooler, which that's gonna be our CPU cooler. Is the stock cooler. It's a good cooler. It's gonna help you when you overclock. I haven't really heard that many complaints about it. It's actually like about 90% of people like it. I think it's really good. So we're gonna keep that one. Next up is the motherboard, and we're gonna go with the MSI B350M Gaming Pro motherboard. Now DDR4. It's VR ready and stuff like that. For the price, right now it's 70 bucks, which actually it was 80 yesterday and it dropped down to 10 bucks today. So that's actually pretty interesting. Or actually, yeah, 89. It was 89 originally. Now it's 69 on Amazon. So that price just dropped even more. 20 bucks right there. Awesome buy, awesome buy, if you ask me. It's a micro ATX board. I just picked this one because it's very cheap for the price. Very cheap. It's gonna work nice with the Ryzen CPU that we have. I didn't really think about like the ability to fix up your PC, upgrading it and stuff like that. If you do upgrade it, then by all means buy a different motherboard, but this one, just for the price of this build, is going to be really nice. It has one little slot for the GPU, 2 slots for the DRAM, you need the DDR4, and it just has everything you need. So that's why I picked it. Very good price for 70 bucks. Alright, so next up is going to be the GPU, and the GPU we're going to go with is the Gigabyte RX 580, the 8GB version. They just came out with the 500 series, so I'm super happy about that. Supposedly the RX 480's prices are supposed to drop, but I haven't seen them drop yet, so we're going to go with the 580s for this build right now as of today. If the RX 480 goes down in price, then by all means get yourself a RX 480. But I'm noticing that the RX 480 and the RX 580 are the same price, so RX 580 for this one. Gigabyte, 8 gigabytes. Said it right there. 8 gigabytes. PCI Express, DDR5, and yeah, I mean, if you know about the RX 480s, this is just an upgraded version of RX 580. If you have a RX 480, then keep the RX 480. You don't have to buy the RX 580. But if you don't, and you're just building your AMD build like right now, then by all means buy the RX 580. It's going to give you good FPS. I've seen test runs of it. Very good FPS. It can handle Doom, Battlefield, GTA 5. Tomb Raider. It handles those games perfectly. It's gonna give you like almost, actually in every game I saw it was like about 60 frames per second, so that's a very nice one at 1440p. Very nice, and it's just a very nice GPU in my opinion. Go for it, get it. It's very awesome. Alright, so next up is gonna be the DRAM. DRAM we're going with is the Corsair Vengeance OPX 8GB DDR4 DRAM 2400 megahertz. We're going with that one because it's only $61. It was like kind of the cheapest one I could find. I like Corsair products, especially for the the DRAM. I like that. And yeah, so for $61, very nice. It's only 2 4 gigs. I forgot to say that in the beginning. Only 2 4 gigs. So in total, 8 gigabytes. If you're going to be doing a lot of gaming and stuff and you have the money, then by all means go up to 2 8 gigs and get the 16 gigabytes because that'll help you a lot. Yeah, mouth is a little bit dry, but that'll help you a lot. So 2 4 gigs, that's alright for this build. Next up will be the storage, and the storage we're going to go with is the Western Digital Blue 1TB excuse me, Blue 1TB storage. It's around 40 to 50 bucks depending on where you get it. Very solid storage device, Western Digital 1TB. It's going to help you download all your pictures, videos, games, applications, all that stuff. It's going to get you. You could upgrade to 2 terabytes. It's like $20 more, but 1 terabyte for this build. It's going to help you. Alright, next up is going to be the case. And the case we're going to go with is the Deepcool ATX Mid-Tower Dukase V2. This one we're just going with because it's 55 bucks. It has everything you're going to need. Nice room inside. It has one fan inside, sadly enough, which will bring me to the next item of the build. But it only has one fan. It supports the ATX, Micro ATX, and Mini ITX, which is good for our motherboard. And yeah, it also has like a little window on the side, so you can see your inside of your build. I know a lot of gamers like to see their build inside. If you don't want to, then you can get a cheaper case. It'll probably be less than 40 bucks. I've seen a lot of good cases for 40 bucks. Then you can go right ahead and save yourself a couple of dollars. But Deepcool ATX Mid-Tower case, we're gonna get that. And because it doesn't come with a lot of fans, I think only one, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one in the rear. We're gonna get the Rosewill 120mm long life sleeve case, black case fans. You know me about this one. I picked it for the last build because they are very cheap for the price. Very basic as well. 4-pack, 15 bucks. You can't go wrong with that. And I just like these case fans because of the price. Like, it's really cheap. And that's not to say that the fans are cheap. I'm just saying that the prices are pretty cheap. Next up is the last item on the list, which is the power supply. And the power supply we're going to go with is the EVGA. If I'm not mistaken, I think I picked the 500 watt power supply. It's $36. 500 watts is more than you need. If you want to, you can go with the EVGA 430 watt power supply. That is going to be $7 less for 70 watts less. So that's very nice. Save you $7 right there, because you don't need a lot of power for this build, because the GPU is going to be saving you a lot of power. Your CPU is going to be saving you a lot of power. Let's see what else is going to save you power. I think that's it, but you just don't need a lot of power for this build. You're not going to be, you know, busting out a shit ton of watts. You know, it's just a simple build that's going to be doing good for gaming, streaming, and stuff like that. It's not going to take a lot of power. So that's the whole build, you guys. Let me just tally up the price, and I will tell you guys right now. Alright, you guys, so I tallied up the price of everything combined together, and it's going to come out to $707. Now, I do want to say that some things you can get cheaper, depending on where you buy them, or just switching out the power supply like I told you guys. Switching that out, the 500 watt to a 430 watt, is going to save you those $7, so it's going to come out exactly at $700. But I just put the 500 watt just to be safe. I originally had the 430, but 500 just to be safe, and if you guys are going to upgrade, you don't have to worry about buying a new power supply. So, Also, if you're gonna get the storage like the Western Digital, you can get that pretty cheap. Just gotta search up at a couple of places like Newegg. They always have good deals, and yeah, so a lot of these things you can get like $10 off, so it'll be bringing the price down a lot for you guys. But that is the whole build, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. AMD right here. Gonna be doing another AMD build. Like I said on my previous video, it's gonna be on the build that I have for myself. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be cool. I hope you guys check that out. So make sure you guys drop a like down for this video if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends. Also comment down what you guys think about the build, if I should switch out some parts, if some parts are better suited than others that you think, or you just want to tell me your build. That's perfectly fine. I had somebody tell me about their build. We had a nice little chat. I enjoyed it. And yeah, guys, so also make sure to subscribe. Click that subscribe button down below, and click the little bell right next to it so you can get notified when I'm posting the next video. And this is Virtus Gaming signing out, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace. Or what used to be known as Virtus Gaming, and I hope you guys enjoyed the intro, because it'll be the last time I use it, because as you guys read the title, I'm ending the Virtus Gaming name. I'm not